Hi everyone. It's Friday. Welcome to Coloring with Lorri. A few minutes early today. Like I said, I'm moving kind of in slow motion these days, so was just trying to make sure I was here in time. Plus, usually do come in a few minutes early, say hi, catch up, get my stuff together. How is everybody tonight? Hope everyone is well. Oh, I forgot to open sparkling water. My exciting drink. Woohoo! Alright. Up and running. How nice is that, huh? So here we are. This way I can still say it's Friday. Hey, Taylor. Ooh, I got a surprise for you. I finished that mythographic page. How you doing? Yes, I was gonna. I actually put that aside because you do have the wrong one. So I've been working on this one. I do like have a marker base, and I'm working on the roof. But yeah, so it's towards the beginning, 5-6 pages in. She wanted to do that building one, and remember we voted and outbid her. Can I talk my stuff to you now? Yes. Uh-huh. Stuff. But look, Taylor, look, I finished the mythographic page. You'd be proud of me. This is the one I dumped the... I started this one, so you gotta give me credit. I put a lot of time in on this one, but I dropped ink on it and I couldn't fix it, so it's a fail. It's a abandoned page. But I started this one. I wasn't gonna finish it. I didn't care for it, but I went back and I finished it. So it's done. There it is. Yay for the mythographic, huh? And actually in a week, because I started both of those. Hi, kitty. How you doing? Yeah, I like that page better than the building page. Remember we all voted and she was a little upset we outranked her. But we can do that other one next. I figure, why not? I'm laughing at you. You're all giving me a hard time about this page, and you've got the light pole and the fence done. Cracking me up. But where the heck is it? All right. So I think I'm going to work on the bricks. I've noticed I missed some wood on the thing too, so I might go back and do that. Well, thank you, Taylor. I really appreciate that. How you two doing tonight? Guys okay? Ooh, you're stepping up. Which ones did you get? Hardcover books are nice. Oh, those you got the Crayola books, right? My mom loved the paper in those books. Oh, okay. I'm gonna see. Let me see. I don't have my in-frame monitor here today. Well, it might be, but I'm only coloring it an hour a week, so I mean, I can only color what I can color in an hour, so yeah. Well, like, Amy only works on hers too, you know, for these bricks, I'm going to use rosy beige and peach beige. Um, like Amy, she just works on hers on Fridays when I'm live with me, which I don't think she's going to be here tonight. So that's a bummer. My first live without Amy. I don't even know if these colors will show up on camera because they're pretty light. Like I said, the rosy beige and the peach beige. So gonna do that. But yeah, with only, working on it an hour a week and to be completing it on the lives, and I don't have other time where I can get on camera and do it. So, this is more of a color along than a buddy color. So people are following along with the colors, and you know, that's kind of just how it's set up. Yes, Amy only colors in this book with me on Fridays while I'm coloring. Ooh, you're gonna love it. Oh, good ones, Kitty. You're gonna love that fairy tales and folklore. That's a beautiful book. So, yeah, so I hope that helps you to understand why I'm doing it this way. And I don't color on it any other time than, Friday nights either. So, that's it. Like I work on that's one of the reasons we do two at a time, like why we're working in this and why, like, this is the color along, this is the buddy color. And I do that every time. And if everybody finishes the buddy color first, we'll go ahead and pick another buddy color picture. But the color along will just, go on until it's completed on the lives. And that's just kind of how we set it up. Amy is my manager, if you didn't know that. Um, she works for free, so it's a good partnership. And that was kind of her idea too. And I said, if it didn't click, I would have changed. But every week, somebody else joins and says, "Oh, I bought the book and I'm catching up." So they're watching the replays and they're color along, and so I hope. Okay, great. Yay! Yeah, that's why there's two. Good. Good, good, good. I know the fish tank is really loud today, and I'm sorry about that. I cannot manage the hose right now. I did go to the doctor Monday, and I do have to have a hip replacement. They said there's no shot, no pill, no therapy, nothing that she can do to help me. So it has to be replaced, and was I ready to do that? I said, well, shoot, I can't live like this, So my first appointment to get ready for the surgery is July 30th. And they'll start telling me the prep I need to do and things like that, and go over the surgery and everything that needs to be done in the house and blah, 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 blah. So I'm scared to death. So say a prayer for me if you're a prayer. Every surgery, there's so many risks. And then with having MS, increase the risks and other risks that go along with that. So it's just a scary thing. So, yeah, I hope you can see these a little bit on the camera. Yeah, okay, they're showing up okay. I am so glad when you were going through it, and I did watch your whole replay today. When you were going through it, I'm so jealous that Dee Dee came to your stream. Oh my god, I'm so jealous. Um, when you were so happy looking through that book, I'm like, yay! That's probably my favorite book by her. I absolutely love it. And so far, nobody's wanted the color out of it, so maybe we'll do that for the next. Of course, I don't know, everybody's kind of. I think a lot of people are wanting the afternoon tea again. A lot of people bought that. Yeah, your stream was fun today. My mom listened to. She won't listen to. Well, one thing. And I don't want to, you know, people do what they do, and that's if there's music in the background, I can't listen to it around my mom. So, and I think that's like because she's hard of hearing, so it just kind of sounds like fuzz to her. So she, like, because it's soft in the background, so she just gets the shh. But I feel much more awake today than, was it last week? No, it was the week before I was dragging. We were always saying we're tired. How are you liking your portraits? I know. I would be so excited. My mom was laughing. I'm like, oh my God, Dee Dee's in her chat. I'm so jealous. And I've talked, you know, I've watched Dee Dee for 10 years, so my mom knows who she is. My mom actually has some, Dee Dee is a true artist. It's what she does for a living. She's a portrait artist. She does people's, you know, portraits and pet portraits. And she also used to make the cross stitch things, like when they weren't done by computers and people actually had to count out the squares, you know, to make the pictures. Dee Dee did that, and my mom actually has some of her cross stitches. I was like, wow, that is so cool. So when, you know, Dee Dee mentioned it, and I remember it because my mom, it was a animal wildlife one, and I'm like, oh my God, that's right on top. She just did it, and I went and pulled it out and showed my mom, and I'm like, Dee Dee did this. But my Holy Magimorphia book, I followed Dee Dee. My Kirby Magimorphia, like pretty much every page in there, I did a color along with Dee Dee in there. Because 10 years ago, she did tons of coloring and portraits, and, you know, that's the reason I have pen pastels, is from watching her. I've never really used them for portraits. I'm not a portrait person, but you inspired me. You inspired me, Taylor. I have a surprise book coming in August. Everybody's going to be so shocked. I did tell Amy. She's very proud of me. We'll see. I might not even color in it. It might end up being a giveaway. We shall see. Oh, you did? Are you going to post it or show? I'm going to post it on my community wall to see. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, it was looking really good. Little pinky for me. I mean, I like pink, but that was a lot of pink. But I know you girls are all pink girls. I'm more of a purple, gray, black combo. I like pink, but I like it with gray. Like pink and gray combo. I have a girlfriend that absolutely can't stand pink. And we were going to the zoo one time. So I bought a pink pair jean overalls, a little pink pair of tennis shoes, a little pink purse, and a white t-shirt. She almost didn't take me to the zoo with her. It's so funny. I have a Detroit Tigers jacket that's pink and gray that I really, really like. Well, hey, Chrissy. You made it. How you doing tonight? Glad to see you here. I come on a little early today just to get started. You know, my harassment here from Taylor. And I'm just kidding, Taylor. I know you're just asking questions. And I'm easy. I don't get upset easy, so harass away. I was gonna say, somebody's new here. We're blue. Hi, Kim. Glad you made it. No, she got the Carlson book. Who got the Hannah Carlson book? Pastels? Yeah. Oh, I do have some pan pastels. Yes, I actually have quite a few. When that portrait set went on sale, it was only like $20. So it was 7 colors for $20. I couldn't beat that. I just recently bought these. But you were saying like you didn't think they had bright colors. I'm gonna beat this purple and pink are super bright. They're really pretty. I use them a lot for skies. I bought two of the same greens, which I'm an idiot. I should send that to somebody. I bet you I could stick that in an envelope. That's a thought. That could be a giveaway. It's not even open. It's still got the plastic on it. I might do that. But yeah, they do have some bright colors. But, and I do agree with, Edie, like, get these things. The softs, way different than a makeup brush. It moves the color a little bit different. I know, it was like 75% off. I couldn't believe it. Oh, me in August, what I'm getting? No, I did not get a Hannah Carlson book, but probably just as shocking. Probably more shocking because it cost me more. Blix. When I was still working and stuff, I used to go to Blix quite a lot because my sister-in-law works there, so I'd go to the one, and we have two. Almost, it takes me just as long to get to both. One is in downtown Detroit, and then one is in downtown Royal Oak. My sister works at the one in Royal Oak, which is a lot smaller, as the other one's like, you know, Wayne State University's art supplier, so that's the great big one in downtown Detroit. Actually, it's probably in Midtown now that I think about it, but same thing, downtown Detroit. They just call it Midtown because it's the middle of the city. And it's where the college is, and probably the prettiest part of the city down there, too. Yeah, it's actually not released, Kim. It's a pre-order. I think I'm supposed to get it August 6th, so... yeah. But I did get one color on Amazon. Watch Amazon, because sometimes they'll have them, like, at a decent price, like $6, which, that is good. That's good. I know, Chrissy, that was a crazy price. And I was like, you know, I wasn't even really using them at the time, but that me and my mom were talking about it. It's one of those things, like, God, you just can't... when it's more than 50% off, and it's in your hobby, it is so hard to just go, no, I don't need it. I don't want it. Like, and I can't believe I bought another coloring book, but it's a book. I don't have any other book like it whatsoever. And that was a really good guess, Kim, because it was an option between... I was going to get Hannah Carlson's Midnight Massacre. Ha ha ha. Actually wish it was Midnight Massacre. Then I'd probably buy it. I debated about Midnight Masquerade, which it's probably Taylor's fault I didn't buy it because she didn't do a flip through fast enough. But I just, you know, I've never liked her art, so I'm like, you're not going to like it. You know, and I kind of regret buying Clara Makova books, because although that are cute, I think the people, the things are weird, and I don't know. I'm just totally over her books right now. It might come back into cycle where I like them, but right now, no. Right? I'm glad you like my mindset. It's like, how do you not? Because, you know, then someday you're gonna end up like, I almost bought another set of Prismacolors, you know, being $109. I'm like, no. I only have one backup, but at the same time I've got tons of loose ones. I gotta do this window frame too. I think if I remember right, was sepia, light brown, not light brown, light umber, and golden ochre. Yellow ochre, golden ochre. Um, when you were doing your, I don't either, Chrissy. I have come to find that, right? I don't like fairy tales and folklore stuff. You will figure it out? Okay. You're gonna love the book, Kim, when you see it. I know you will. My mom's like, because a lot of times I'll pre-order stuff like that and I'll end up canceling before it comes, and that's what she says. Are you gonna cancel it before it comes? I said, no, I don't think so, because it's a beautiful book. Well, I'm hoping it is. Like I said, it's a pre-order, so um, hopefully. I'm gonna try to find a full flip through tonight. Sometimes the other countries get the books quicker than we do, and being that we're getting into August, it's probably out in Australia. I gotta stop watching those people in the other countries. Sorry, and if you guys weren't here, I do apologize about the fish tank being so loud. I can't operate the hose. I don't know if you missed me saying I went to the doctor's Monday and I do have to have my hip replaced, so no treatment or anything will do anything. So start that process. Yippee. Yeah, that was a great appointment. Got slip discs in your lower back, bulging discs in your upper back, mild arthritis in your left hip, severe arthritis in your right hip. That was great. I have 3 mythographics. And no, I did not get another one. Nope, not the new Rita book. I don't know, Taylor, but you'll probably be buying it when you see it. I think a lot of you probably will. Although it was expensive. We'll see. I can't give you too many clues. Kim will figure it out. Nope, it's not Seasons. And it cost way more than that, too, I think. It's the same way I am, Chrissy. Like, it looks really pretty, and that's what got me sucked in. Because it looks so pretty when other people do it, but, when I'm sitting there trying to color it, I'm just like, I don't know what to do. And, sadly, I don't know fairy tales because my brother's 2 years older than me, so it's like I never got to see them because my parents watched them with him and then didn't with me. Like, I don't know, like, a lot of the standard fairy tales. And then I don't have kids, so, I didn't go through it with the kids. Now, I do have younger brothers and sisters, but times changed, and then those weren't really the fairy tales that they watched. That's other cartoons came in. Was it like the big Barney and the big red bear and Nick Author book? Yeah, I never cared for that. See, that's another book. It looks really pretty when somebody else colors it, but I would never want it. Nope, not a Disney book. Ooh, good question. I love those questions. What is everybody's favorite book? Hi to everybody watching. Thank you for being here. Thanks for the thumbs up. Appreciate you all. Thanks to the new subscribers this month. I got, or this week, had a few. And also, thank you for all the subscribers, of course. Oh, we got another kitty. So what do we call you? We have Kitty 1 and Kitty 2, Kitty Haven. There we go. Hi, Kitty Haven. Welcome. Do you color? And do you really have 21 cats? Curious minds want to know. These bricks really get lost back here. I feel like I stopped in the middle of a conversation. Did I finish what I was saying? Yeah, I was asked okay now. Favorite book. Yep, favorite book. And if Kitty Haven colors and really has 21 cats. I bet it is. They seem to really like, oh, Kim, you must have dozed off. You're totally out of frame. Well, not really, because I was coloring the little chairs, wasn't I? Okay. No, because we have, Kitty changed her name too, which, where was she? Unless she just changed it while she was here. Fun Hobbies with Kitty. And actually, I think Fun Hobbies with Kitty just has a, what do you call that thing? Guinea pig? The cute little guinea pig. I've noticed that there's a lot of, I think 3 channels now that have the name Kitty, because I was trying to keep track of them. And was getting ready to pounce. Okay. Like I said, I was good for a minute because I was doing the little chairs inside. But then I came back over here and I was like, oh, this looks like the bottom of the window frame, but the window's way up here. And that's not in the right spot. So we're just gonna make it look like a brick, because sometimes I think she edits with, oh, I bet you that was a window flower pot. I bet that's what that is. So we'll throw some terracotta in there so the color is different. This is really tiny. Yeah, I think that's what that is. The flower pot. So just grab the terracotta and mixed it with the rosy beige just for a real quick pot. There. Yeah, I gotta look at it sideways. Don't see anywhere. Here, I'm pointing them out for Amy, and it's like, all right. Hey, Kelly, welcome. I don't, well, wait a minute. What? Don't like what? Good choice. Wait, I'm confused. Oh, okay. Soulmates and Ivy the Inky Butterfly. You know, I don't have Ivy the Inky Butter. butterfly. Oop, she's a Hannah Carlson fan. Yeah, I've been craving to color in some Johanna Basford. I'm working in my Leon's Journey right now, though. My mom loves to see me color in that book, and I haven't colored it in a while. Well, I did that little summer. What was it called in there this summer? Oh, I need a different color for this because this is stone. Grab a grays. Grab a grays. 50%, 70%. Colds. 50% grays, 70% grays. Colds for the stone down here. Yeah, the Kanoko Igusta books. My mom loves me to color in those. So I try to, color things she enjoys too, since she's not really enjoying the coloring thing again. She has her cataract surgery next week. Well, that's exciting. Oh, and I grabbed the 10% cool gray too. So the 50, the 70, and the cool. Just kind of work that in. Okay. Oh, I should probably do that window box the same as that other one. Is that the terracotta? Terracotta and clay beige. Rosy beige. Oops, got my chat all messed up. So what's your favorite book, Taylor? What's your favorite book, Kelly? I have proof of all my cats on my channel, but you can call me Kitty Haven or Jessica, whatever you'd like. Jessica, okay. All right, that makes it easier. It's hard to pick a favorite book, and I don't think it stays. Do you think it stays? I think like the favorite books change. I know mine do. I love eerie books, but like I look at them right now, it's like, ugh, I don't want to struggle with that paper. Let me make sure I'm in frame. Oh, gotta move over a bit. No, nobody else has favorite books. Her little flowers, those should be fast though. They're little things. Do I have a preference for pencils? Probably a tie with Prismacolors and polychromos. I'm starting to use chromo flows. Getting used to those. I haven't I actually think they would work really good on this paper. I might try them back on these little houses because they get some small points. Because I did ask last week if anybody was like strictly following with Prismacolors, and I didn't get any comments. So wow, none. That's impressive. Fantasy Forest. Yeah, see, mine all have the hidden objects. I got the early ones, and I do like the animal one a lot, but I'm just annoyed by the hidden objects right now. You are in this book? Yeah, I bet they work nice, huh? I was thinking. I'm gonna use peach beige for the grout. Is that the one I wanted to use? No, I used that for the bricks. Sorry, putty beige. Putty beige for the grout. I don't know what color I want to do these lights. I do want to do that. Should probably do that in the wood too. The sepia, light umber, and yellow ochre. So. Hi to everybody watching and not in chat. Yes, they work nice. Okay, good. Oh, you're using the chroma flows in them too, Taylor? Yeah, I bet they do work good. Like I said, I started using them in Wish You Were Here, but I have a marker base. But when I was coloring on here, I was like, you know what? I think chroma flows would go. 'Cause I think chroma flows, they're highly pigmented, but they're not really super layer blendable. Like, I don't know. I think with the smooth paper they'll blend though. That was kind of my thought. I'm hoping. It did seem like they'd work really nice. I just get that feeling. But yep, you guys confirmed that thought. Oh, I thought you said you are too. Okay. Because Kaylee said I'm using chroma flows in this book, and right under that you said Kaylee, me too, so. Okay. Yeah, I could not imagine your cat food bill. My sister-in-law runs a catch, neuter, release program. So sometimes they have quite a few cats. She brings the little babies home. She's got a incubator, you know, the thing that keeps them warm. So, yeah, I haven't been to my brother's house in years because I'm highly allergic to cats. Although the times I've been there, I give them credit. It did not smell like cats at all. If I didn't know they had cats, I wouldn't have known. But you know, my thing is if I like touch the furniture and then touch my face, you know, because like, you know, you can't keep your animal off the furniture. So, and it's the oil from the cat's skin that I'm allergic to, not the fur. So even if you vacuum, it's not really gonna help. Oh, okay. I think I missed your favorite books then. All my books, it gotcha. All right. Got it. A little bit, maybe a little bit. Not completely crazy, a little. Yep. Yeah, it does, because we really wanted to get a kitty when when we lost Chubbs, because I don't know if I could handle another puppy. Maybe after I get my hip fixed and I can move again. Might be okay. But my thing is, I want another small dog. I had a miniature schnauzer before I had the... I've had big dogs and little dogs, but I want a little dog. Yeah, I agree with Kelly. I'll go for that. Hmm. You said something in your stream today, Taylor, that me and my mom were like, oh my God, that's so... I was trying to think, because it was something about, getting addicted to buying the stuff and how we get so sucked in. Yeah, like me, I am not buying anything else. And then, you know, I don't even buy anything that I've been considering buying. I buy something, well, pre-order something totally off the wall for myself. So, okay, I think I got all those bricks. I'm really shadowing myself today. Not quite sure why. Don't normally have that problem. I'm gonna do this little piece right here in the wood too, just like a wood frame of that door. Excuse me. Again, I do apologize for how loud the fish tank is. Hopefully I can get Mike to put some water in it by next week. Or I'll just have to really rev up some energy. I got defeated by the vacuum cleaner the other day, so... The pain has really amped up my fatigue. Which I'm okay when I'm sitting, which is cool, but walking is very painful, so... When the doctor had me walk a few steps without my walker, her face, she's like, oh my God, like she felt so bad for making me walk. And then she's trying to hold me up, and she's like this little 4'5", 120 pounds. Like, yeah, okay. I mean, not that I'm huge, but I'm not little. Alright. So this seems to be a light time scene, so I don't think those lights would be on. I'm not going to make them yellow. I'll put some light blue in there. Okay, good. Yeah, I like it too. I lie to myself, basically. Yeah. Oh, see, that's my problem too. I have a bad hip, and it's so hard. Like, yep. I like wobble out. I have a ramp in my garage. I wobble down the ramp with pebbles, and there's always a car parked in my driveway, so I lean on the car and let her go on the front lawn, and then right back in the house. I can't even walk her anymore. So, but I'm hoping, like I said, I'm gotta get a hip replacement, so hopefully after. Yeah, I feel bad for my girl too, but at least Mike can walk her. So I'm glad you like the water sound. I don't mind it either, but somebody did mention the one time, and I thought, ooh, yeah, I could totally see that. That, but yeah, I think it's relaxing. Hey, just think of it, we're by the water. It's the water sounds. Wow, this color isn't even showing up on this paper. Yeah, this book really does not care for Prismacolor pencils, but hey, I'm doing my best. Well, like I said, I may switch into some chroma flows. We shall see. What color did I grab? Caribbean Sea. Yeah, I use this a lot for windows and lights. All my leads keep breaking. This one's broke too. That last pencil I had fell out. I think I'll do that sign wood around there too. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Ugh, I don't feel like I'm fighting with that. I grabbed the powder blue to mush that Caribbean blue in a little bit. Just give us a little glow bulb effect. Got a little red in that one, but that's fine. It's too little to see. Soundscapes. Yes. Oh, that's true. Rain sounds. Yes, very nice. It's extremely easy, Jessica, for sure. And when I first started coloring, I was put on disability, so I was used to working 40 hours a week, cooking, cleaning, shopping, this, and when I first stopped working, I couldn't do anything because I came right out of the hospital after 6 days, and I couldn't even stand up. So, yeah, that's all I pretty much did was color and order stuff. Watch Dee Dee. Sucks you into everything. She makes it all look so easy. But, well. And I can't believe I broke a point. Barely pushing. Normally what I do with these kind of boards is make it into a chalkboard using black and white, and then I come back in with white Posca. I'm kind of thinking because this is Italian, I might make it a green board. But I'm going to have to practice that to see if the green will smush with the white to make that chalkboard effect. Never done it before, so might have to check that out off camera and see how it goes. So, Taylor, this is the combo you were asking me about my chairs. I don't know if you're paying attention, or I know you do other stuff. The light umber, the sepia, and the yellow ochre. So real good wood mix for a darker wood. I meant to pull out my colors for the white wood, but I didn't think I want to do the fence a lighter wood. I didn't think I'd get that far. Those bricks went really fast. Which is nice. And I'm so... Let's take a vote. see how much faith you guys have in me. Let me look at chat first. Dee Dee is amazing. Yes, she is. I used to try to put on the plants in the page in the book, and it turned out so cute. Great. Yeah, I'm glad you like those. They're pretty pricey. Yep, it is. And I don't, I don't crochet, I don't sew, I don't do needlepoint. I can't do little things with my fingers. So, and the doctor said that because I have numbness in my hands, that this would be good occupational therapy using the pencils. So I was like, hey, I'm being extra? What did I do? You mean extra? Oh, asking for an opinions? Oh, gotcha. Okay. Awesome! Yay, Jessica. We love new people. As you see, we're a small family here. Oh yeah, like I said, she is a true artist. And you know, people will tell her she's talented, and she actually gets upset because she said that she really had to work at it. It didn't come natural to her. Yeah, the flowers are pretty bizarre in this book. Oh, at least there's, oh, well, a couple of those roses. Anyway, so here's my question. With these tablecloths, I'm really torn. I want to do checker. Do I do checker or do, like, I would do red checker or like solid green? But I want to do the chair cushions green. So what do you think? Checkers or solid color? And I'm going to look for a color for my wine. Maybe black grape. Black grape sounds like a good wine color, doesn't it? Oh no, too dark. That might be something. I mean, that's not a color I'm used to. Let me look at this. Ooh, Delphia purple. That looks like a good wine color. Dark purple. Delphia purple. Geez, my mom and these points do checkers. Yeah, I like when people talk too. Yeah, me neither, Chrissy, but yep, she says that it was not natural. She works at it. Well, how do you know it's boring? Extra. Well, then I guess I could do green checkers and green chair. And then that meets both the needs. I don't feel that I'm extra. But hey, why not be, right? We only live once. What? Boy, am I gonna give Amy heck. And Kim. I gotta hire a new mod. Ooh. Now, why would you be able to see the bump in the bottom of the bottle? That's really weird. I don't know. I think it was those reds that just didn't work well on this paper. These other colors seem to be going down fine. You remember how I was struggling with those reds, Taylor? Go. So that was Delphia purple, and I'm going to use dark purple. I think that should be enough. Aw, thanks. Yeah, I like your tables. Oh, you are still here, Kim. Sorry. I thought you fell asleep on me. Who picked this page? We did the 1, 2, 3. You guys did. Well, I picked 3, and then you guys voted. So I think it was you, Taylor. I know View was here, Amy, Kim. I think Ange was actually here at the time too. So, like I said, we did the vote thing. Why, you don't like this page? Just gonna put a tiny little bit, like, in the stem. Not a whole lot, like, to barely be noticeable. Like the reflection of the wine. The reflection of the stuff. Yeah, the wine. Oh, thank you so much, Jessica. It has been, honestly, I think it's been growing pretty quickly, so I've been surprised. What, I think I missed some chat because Taylor and Callie were talking and there was something missing too, and I had to go backwards. Let me check. Yeah, I have it on live. Okay, you're easy to find, so let me look. Thumbs up, people. Thank you so much. Oh, Serene. You know, I could have guessed that with your bubble wrap. Like I said, I keep my Leon's Journey in bubble wrap too. Is the paper in Serene nice? See, I will tell you that, Kim. Like, I've never been a portrait person, so that book has never, ever caught my interest. But the book I ordered is a portrait book, and that's why I said, well, I think you guessed that with guessing the Hannah Carlson Masquerade. Or even Hannah Carlson in general. So, time goes by so fast. I cannot believe I've been on here 55 minutes already. That's insane. You guys are so much fun. Oh, what am I using? Sorry. Powder blue. This is probably the best Prisma blue for glass because it's light, but yet it's got enough blue to where you can see it. Where like the powder's a little bit too light. I'm going to leave that because I'm going to put a foil top on it. I'm going to leave that out for now. Still working on this bottle. It really does. Oh, it is good paper? Okay. And those pages are big. How many pages have you colored in there? Oh, you are, Taylor? Cool. Yeah, normally you don't color, do ya? I really appreciate that compliment, Jessica. Stumped ya, huh? You've only colored one and it's your favorite book. Well, of course it has a foil top. 'Cause I'm extra. Yeah, my one chat is like stuck way up when you guys were talking about the water. I had to turn it on another. That's weird. She's talking about Serene. I don't. Um. I don't. Who's the author of that one? Kim Serene. I can't. I'm like totally drawing a blank. Yeah, it will not go past where you said it's relaxing to me, that water sound. And Kelly says, I agree, Chrissy. And it won't go any further than that. Nick something. That's weird. I'm glad I have a second screen up. Filbert. Just popped in my head. Is that right? If that's right, I will be shocked. Kim's over there digging out her book. She's probably in bed. Kim did really good on her wine. I gotta bring in some white to blend this in. I was right. That is crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna do that because that is strange. Yes, okay. Yep, that worked. Now we're on target. I can't even remember it. Like, it popped in my head that fast and it's gone already. Filbert, whatever I said. Anyway, that was pretty funny. I was going to use white in here, but I decided to grab the powder blue to blend it. Because I don't want to take the purple away, but I want the center just a little bit lighter. And come back in and darken up the edges a little bit. Oh, I think that's my first sniff tonight. Yeah, I almost took Flonase tonight because my nose is always running. And I was like, well, I don't want to take it because it's not running. But then it seems like something over here irritates it. Maybe just leaning my head down in this spot. Like I said, the sump pump's over here, so. You need some of those nice colored pencils, huh? Yeah, I do recommend buying nice pencils. It's a shame you didn't catch the Amazon sale of the Prismacolors because that was a fantastic deal. Let's start with a small set and see. Some people don't like the Prismas because they're too soft, so. What you guys recommend for a starter set of nice pencils? Like I said, I regret going through all the budget pencils. The Crayola is like, you know, I give them credit for what they are. They worked really good, but you really gotta work to get the color. But they have some cool colors. Like I have some, you know, that I pulled aside and, oh, I thought I had my gold in here. I do. There it is. That I use every once in a while because the color is just so unique. Oh, yeah. Artesas? I didn't care for Artesas. I have those. Like, do you have the Amazons or the Color? So, say Arteza, Amazon, Color, you would say Artesas are the best? Yeah, they're pretty hard. The Artesas they're pretty hard. This is the Prisma Gold. I'm just going to use this for the label. And my foil lid. Are you coloring in this book, Taylor? That's nice. I think Castle Art gets people that way because they come in a nice case, which the Castle Arts aren't bad. But it's kind of controversial with them. Like, some people like the golds and some people like the regulars. Some people like the harmonious. I don't know. I'm pretty spoiled. If I'm coloring straight on the paper, I'm using my Prismacolors or my Polychromos. If I do use regular Castle Arts, but that will be over markers usually. I think, um, but yeah, I'm kind of over the budget pencils. My hands have gotten so bad, I don't want to work that hard. And that's the thing, you can get the color out of them. You can, but there's such a difference in laydown in that first. Help me out, guys. Stronger color, thicker color. Yeah, that is a super good idea, Chrissy. See, I always forget that because I don't go places. Artex are good? Okay. You are coloring this picture. Okay. That's what I was thinking, like a set of 24 Prismas. Yeah, Amy likes her Black Edition Faber-Castells. Good advice. Good advice. Yep. Yeah, I think Prismas are probably the most versatile as far as like what papers I I have commonly said that you can work them on any paper, but boy, did I struggle with the red on here. Like, that was horrible, but I don't seem to be having that problem with the other colors, so it must have just been that red. I don't... That red was, I've always kind of said that. The Prisma's red and the Prisma blue, they feel heavier wax. Like, they're just different, I think. But yeah, those other colors went down just fine, so... Okay. I'm looking, okay, we decided on checkers. I'm looking at this tiny little tablecloth back there. Like, wow, that's going to be rough. Okay. I don't know what color I want to do these lamps, so let's throw some green in these little leaves. Do that real quick. I get so bored with greens, but it's like, at the same time, how many greens do we expect the set to have? Colors are picky on paper. Oh, I didn't know Sue Color had pencils. I would say for the Prismas, if you have that opportunity. Exactly. That's it, Taylor. And that's why it's kind of a waste of money to go through all that. We all do the same route. And then we even get suckered back in and end up buying more and more budgets, and we're just where they go? They sit on the shelf and get used every once in a blue moon because we feel like, oh, we haven't used these in a while. But do we really enjoy it when we use them? And do you do another page? No. They go right back on the shelf. So, just a quick mix, dark green and apple. Get these little leaves up here filled in. Lay in frame. Okay. I'm not quite sure on these lights yet what color I want to do them. Not to get a vision. Kind of want to do blue flowers. And last week I had you guys leave way too early. Mike got home late last week. You were all falling asleep though, so. Seem kind of perky this week. You're all pretty chatty. Taylor's up coloring and Ange must have her grandbaby back. Well, it's nice she was here for a couple weeks though. I kind of figured when I saw View stream earlier today, I said, well, she won't be up tonight. Oh, yep. A whole picture. Let me see if I can get it in frame. It's coming down. It takes a minute for the camera to catch up with me, so I'm going really slow and bringing it down for you. Okay. I think that's the whole picture. Okay. Yeah, you won't. The only reason why some of my budget pencils get used is because they're down here. So, and I'm just, whatever, Taylor. You had fun last week at the end. You went up there, got your last dance in, twerking away. Right. You don't even have the good pencils yet, and you're already like, no, I don't like these. Yeah, that could, like, make or break if you, wanted to adult color or not. Like, if you thought all the pencils were like that. No, the Prismacolors are a game changer. They really are. You know what they remind me is, like, I don't know what your age is, but, like, the old school Crayola before they went non-toxic and they were, like, actually put some color on the page and not just wax. Now the Crayolas are like the cheap pencils used to be when I was a kid. Somebody said they still do have classic Crayolas, which I don't know how, because I think they're toxic and that's why they didn't make them anymore. But that's what the Prismas remind me of, but in a lead inside a pencil. They're soft and creamy like that Crayola crayon used to be. So if you're in anywhere around my age group, you'll know what I mean. Oh, okay. Yep. So you're around my age. I'm a 56. If you get rid of the cheap pencils, though, you said it's a nice case. Keep a case. We've made that mistake before. So can always reuse the cases. Give the pencils to a neighbor, niece, nephew, or certain things. And Kim, I give you credit. You work those budget pencils and that budget paper, and you're very, very good at that. Kind of surprised with the work that you do on Amazon paper. Looking for a flower color. Not quite sure. I seem to always gravitate towards that blue violet lake. I kind of want to keep it blue. Maybe just a little dab Need to grab an Imperial Violet here. Yeah. You're welcome. Perfect. Keep the case, granddaughter gets the pencils. Yep. I usually do my flowers dark to light. I think I'll try these backwards. I'll do dark on the outside, light on the inside. See if I like that. I was thinking about that earlier today. Pull this down a little bit. I was looking at a couple, when I had that issue with the lives when the camera was so far away. I still don't know what was up with that, what made it change. Like where it always said I was in the wrong orientation, and then it looked like I was 100 feet away, even though I was 6 inches from the camera. And it all of a sudden corrected itself, so I have no idea what the heck that was about. Now, this will be a spot where I'll probably come in with a Posca, because she's got black dots in the middle of these flowers. So, at the end, I'll probably come back in and put some kind of, just a little dot in the middle to give it some color other than a black dot in the middle of a flower. Give it some interest. Some interest. Yeah, Chrissy was very helpful. All of you were. We have a pretty darn good coloring community going again. So nice. I think it's actually better this time around because it's not clicky. It seems like everybody's welcome everywhere, so that is nice. I just wish I could get some more lives. Like today when I was like, oh my gosh, everybody went live this afternoon. And, my crazy hours. I didn't even go to sleep till noon today. It's bizarre. I don't fall asleep till I'm completely exhausted. Which I'm always exhausted. A break, Kim? Very Chrissy. Yep. And even if, you watched, it was just so strange. Like, if you watched people the other person didn't think you should watch, you got outcasted. It was just weird. It didn't make any sense. Yeah, I left YouTube for like 4 years because I was like, I had enough of that. I didn't know that there was like a thing. YouTube cat channel. That's cool though. It's an interesting experience going live. Got to get used to talking to yourself. Well, you probably talk to the cats all the time. Well, I talk to my dog all the time too. But it is weird. Like, I do get like, Taylor, you say you have to, turn the radio on in the background where people can't hear it, but you need it because it is just when the room is, I think the fish tank helps me. It's not completely dead silent here where my voice is echoing in the background or whatever, so. But yeah, it is a little weird. Get used to kind of, I know I'm not talking to myself, but I am. Pretty weird, huh? Yeah, Tasia convinced me. Well, Amy first, and then Tasia pushed me over. You can do it. I wish she would go live again. That was a fun one, the last one she did. It was like old times. The good old times. Yep. Okay, so you get it. I'll subscribe to your channel too. Um, by the way. Wonder, can I do that while I'm YouTube's so picky, I'm gonna write it down to make sure I get it right. Is this your channel name? Your name here? You're welcome. Yes. Okay. All right. I will definitely subscribe. I promise. Like I said, my family's kitty lovers. Oh, we would definitely have a cat if I wasn't allergic, so. We almost got one. We were really close, and I don't know, we kind of feel like Pebbles would chase it around, so. She's good at the vets when there's kitties there. The first vet we used to go to used to let she had cats, like 3 office cats, so they would just roam around the office, and she was good with them, but it's been 3 years now, so. When we first got here, all our vets kept retiring. Everybody's like, what are you doing to these vets? I'm like, making them rich, apparently. 3 vets. She's 5 years old. She's already had 4 vets because they kept retiring. That's through COVID when the vets were just going through. That was horrible for veterinarians. It was just awful time. Awful time for all medical things, I think. Great. I'm gonna get those lights done. What color, what color, what color? I don't know if I want to do black to what match the lamppost. Silver. Yep, that's a good way to do it. Aw, thanks, Kim. Yeah, you couldn't get appointments. It was ridiculous. One of my girlfriends has 8 cats because of that reason, too, so. She's like, I just couldn't get rid of them. So, thank you, Kim. Kim's gonna sub too, Jessica. I can't decide, I can't decide, I can't decide. Okay, I'm gonna go for, I don't know. Oh my gosh, I feel like it's the wrong choice because I can't decide, so. Okay. I'm just gonna do a quick, no, I don't want to do that either. So I'm so indecisive. What does that mean? Let me do this flower pot. Uh, terracotta, where are you? I know you're laying here. Okay, terracotta, terracotta. To pull greens for those tablecloths. Probably do the same as the sign. We'll do the tablecloths and the seats. I think that was dark green and grass green, if I remember right. God, sometimes my memory amazes me. Why doesn't it work for other things? Terracotta, a little bit of the sepia like we had here. And then that's good old yellow ochre. Probably one of my favorite colors. I seem to grab this to blend a lot of different colors. It's a good blender pencil. Gotta come back in a little bit with the terracotta. Didn't go, got a little too light in there. Just a little bit. We'll leave those three over here. Go ahead and do these other pots. So sepia, terracotta, and yellow ochre. Oh, look at these spots are really tiny. They don't look tiny until you try to stick the pencil lead in there. It's like, oh, that don't fit. Okay, where are we at? Oh. Ooh. Animal emergency room. Ooh, God bless your beautiful heart, Chrissy. Yep. Yeah, my sister-in-law is super busy right now with the kittens. Like I said, she does the trap, neuter, release, where they try to adopt them out. They have a couple adoption agencies they work with that if they're not too feral, they will adopt them out, especially kittens. You know, they'll get them healthy, deworm them, and set up adoptions. So, I think that's very nice. I know every year for her birthday and Christmas, she never wants presents for herself, so I always give her cash to put towards the kitty work. TNR, yep, trap neuter release. Which I always wonder, well, they're spaying cats too. How come it's not GNSR? Yeah, the things she does to catch those cats, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thanks, Jessica. Like, she has hazmat suits, you know, she has gone in houses with dead people, and this last kitty she got, it was just a horrible story. And I don't know how she does it. I told her before, she should have been like a surgical veterinarian, because, you know, she's got the heart, but yet at the same time she can deal with that stuff, you know. Like, me and my brother both looked into some kind of veterinary work when, you know, we were becoming adults or whatever, and he said he wouldn't be able to deal with the injured animals. And they asked me a question and I said no, I wouldn't be able to deal with that. And so they just recommended that wasn't the right field for me either. I'm not good with blood at all, so I'm just keeping all these flower plots, the natural terracotta thing, just, you know, keep things simple, because I hate choosing colors. I'm not good at it. It takes me forever. I say, I'm glad I can color good, because sometimes my color choices are horrid. It's all a learning process, right? Yeah, I was gonna start working on my houses today, and because I want them colorful, I hesitated. But I'm actually glad I focused on getting those little things done. I'm just gonna do these green. Well, that was Pebbles shaking her head if you heard her. Does that mean Daddy's home? Probably, huh? Guess what, guys? Grab your hats, grab your coats, grab your purse, get your keys. Finish that drink, 'cause it's time to leave. I didn't read your post again. Ugh, what did I miss now? Yeah, purple, pink, and yellow. Your color conversations are good. Your color choices are always good. You know, I always think to myself, like, purple and pink does not look good together, but then it does look good together. So I don't know why I don't think it doesn't look good together. Now I've got my screen all messed up. I'm sorry, I was picking a color. Yeah. See, and that was totally what he said. The accidents. Yep. That one, the humans. Yep. Exactly. Aw. I think that's how she feels too. So. Oh yeah, it is 1:20. See, that time flies by. So I want to thank you all for being here with me. I just grabbed the dark green to do these picture frames for a new one that's coloring along. Just did them solid green. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. Thank you for those in the chat. It's always fun. Yep. Night, friends. Appreciate all that we're watching. To the new subscribers, old subscribers, thank you so much, everyone. Hope you have a wonderful night and enjoy your weekend. We'll see you again next Friday, midnight. Same place, same time. Bye, everyone. Have a great night.